Hello, this is Selena. Hello, how are you? I'm recording this live on January 26th. We're heading into the second month of the year, and hope you are well. I'm coming on today because I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important and core to the work that I do to help people generate clients by leveraging LinkedIn. There are three essential components to a great LinkedIn strategy that helps you. Um, the three essential pillars, components to a successful LinkedIn strategy. I'm going to tell you what those are right now. Number one, it's your profile. This is a great opportunity for you to really share who you help and how you help them in a one page. Think of it as landing page, sort of a core um, uh, place that people can go and learn all about you, many things about you, and how that informs your work serving your clients. This LinkedIn profile provides credibility, it provides authority. It is a way of helping people self select whether you would be a good solution to the problems that they have. And it's something that should be optimized for LinkedIn. And really, as I like to say, your LinkedIn profile is not about you, but about how you help your clients, about all of the work that you've done, all of the experiences that you have, that you bring to the solution service that you provide. And this is really number one, the foundational piece of using LinkedIn. And if you just did that, that's already amazing. At the same time, it is important to update it and keep it alive and change your banner at the top as necessary. If you're in creator mode, change your featured elements to really keep it aligned with what you're doing today, and more importantly, the challenges that you're solving, the current challenges that you're solving, as opposed to ones that maybe your clients were having a year ago. Because remember, your clients, right? Your clients have changed in the last year. You have probably changed in the last year, and the challenges have changed, right? Everybody, it's a very dynamic thing when we go into business for many of us. So just making sure that that LinkedIn profile is updated. Number two, the second pillar that you need to, a component that you need to employ to have a successful LinkedIn strategy to generate clients is content. I will say content can be content that you create, right? It could be short videos, it could be text posts, it could be LinkedIn Lives, it could be newsletters, it could be carousels, it could be polls. There's so many options. And there's probably a right strategy for you in terms of which of those levers to pull. But content is key because it keeps you top of mind, right? And visible. A lot of us have businesses where um, the problems are cyclical. So you may find that you want to be visible with a certain type of client until they're at the point when they would need to hire somebody like you. And so keeping top of mind with that content. At the end of the day, if you look at LinkedIn, there's 875 million people, I think, on LinkedIn. And frankly, there's, I don't know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who may do similar work as you. And so, really, the only way to differentiate yourself is to share your point of view and to share the stories of people that you've helped, to use your own voice and your own framework to solve the problems of your clients. And the best way to stand out and to really attract the people that are right for you is to create content. So that is pillar number 2. One sort of addendum to that is that content in my book doesn't always have to be content that you've produced yourself, but comments on other people's content. So when you're writing comments, that's content too, right? That is you sharing your point of view, joining the conversation, showing up, being visible. So content is the second component, and I would include under that umbrella both content that you create and share, as well as comments that you make across the platform. The third component of a successful LinkedIn strategy is connections. And this is the piece that I find people miss most often. So you need the profile, you need the content, and also you need those connections. It is quite common that people create content, they put it out there, but they're not expanding their connections. And so the visibility of that content is limited. If you take your content and you share it among 10 people versus sharing that in front of 100 people, you're getting way more bang for your buck. And so this connection piece is, as I said, I find most often missing. And I think that it's important to not be afraid to reach out to people and connect, not only with people that we meet, not only with people that we admire, not only our clients and our colleagues, but people that we would want in our community. I used to think that you would go onto LinkedIn and become part of a community. But now I realize it's not about that. And I've been on the platform for over a decade. It's actually about creating your own community. Just imagine being able to have in your own network potential clients, potential partners. So going out and meeting those and inviting people to connect with you is the third component, it is the third essential pillar to a great LinkedIn strategy. All right. And so I want to clarify now. If you have a great LinkedIn profile and you're doing content, but you're not getting enough new eyeballs, connections on that content, you're limiting your ability to successfully generate visibility, authority, and potential leads and prospects that result in clients. If you have a great LinkedIn profile and you're constantly connecting, right? Like some of these automated, spamish type messages, connecting messages, right? If you're connecting in a not in a meaningful way or in a thoughtful way, then maybe maybe you're actually getting those connect. Even if if you're not getting, if you're sending out those messages to try to connect, but you don't have the content to back up the reason why someone would want to connect with you, you're going to then limit your ability to expand your network, limit your visibility, leads, prospects, and eventually clients as well. The fact of the matter is that you need marketing, the one-to-many content piece, and the one-to-one relationship, the connections, the sales, one-to-one relationship building piece. And when you have a powerful brand that shines on your LinkedIn profile and you're creating dynamic ongoing content, and while you're connecting with people, you then have a winning LinkedIn strategy. The fact of the matter is, we want it to be simple, but people are not vending machines. Our clients need to know that they can trust us, that we have solutions that actually apply to them, right? We need them to even know about us, that top of the funnel visibility. It takes multiple pieces. And I know that that's not the easy route all the time, but the fact of the matter is all three of these, if you have a really good plan, are totally feasible, because you don't necessarily have to do it at a big scale, but you do need to have all three pieces of the puzzle. Sales is a process. Marketing and sales is a process. And so that is why we need all three of those components, and we need to do that continually in our businesses. Now, if you're looking for a plan to help you implement all three components, which provide a successful LinkedIn strategy, I am hosting a 5-workshop series coming up on January 31st. In these 5 workshops are going to cover all aspects of LinkedIn. I'm going to cover the profile, content, connections, messaging, and then I'm going to cover some advanced tools and help you create your actionable daily plan, something that is actually feasible. We can be aspirational, but we need to be practical on a day-to-day basis. How do you juggle the LinkedIn profile and the content and the connections? How do you do that? Well, that's what I'm going to cover in these workshops. So if you're looking for support to finally get a handle on how to use, like, what is LinkedIn really and how do I actually use it? And frankly, we can create strategies all day, but if you don't have a really specific day-to-day plan, it's going to be very challenging for you to be successful in the platform. So if you're interested in learning how to use LinkedIn to generate more clients, you can see down here Link 5X. It's called Link Growth 5X. And I'm going to be covering a topic every week for 5 weeks, which gives you time between every workshop to implement some homework. Because foundational to the work that I do is implementation and execution. I am all about action. How do we take action on this information? And there's lots of ways to deliver content, but I specifically have structured it in 5 specific workshops to give you time to be able to integrate those 3 pillars that I talked about before: the profile, the content, and the connections into your day-to-day business development planning. It's about being strategic, but also actionable and practical. So if you're interested in joining me on that and others to really get a head start on 2023 and finally lock in a plan that works for you, that is targeted to your ideal clients, please join me. I'd love to see you there. If you have any questions, you can send me a DM. And you can see link5x.com is the link to go to. You can also look at the link at the top of my profile. It says LinkedIn Workshop. You can click there. And there's a discount code if that's interesting to you. But in any case, this is really for consultants and service providers that are serious about using LinkedIn and really want to wrap their minds around and really leverage this powerful, powerful business development tool to create better sustainability in their client pipeline. I hope that was helpful for you. I'd love to hear more about your questions on this topic, so feel free to comment if you're not here live or send me a message. Ciao.